WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Not all that bad of a day. We do have a wind chill, but it's not that bad. A northwest breeze, right around 5 miles per hour. It's been decreasing as we've gone through the nighttime hours. And now it's not really all that bad. 18 degrees at the airport. That's not a wind chill. That's on the thermometer. 19 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland is at 18. Downtown Bay City is at 17 degrees right now. 30.50 and rising is the barometric pressure. That means we got a high pressure around. Actually, we've got two of them. One is over Lake Ontario, and that is moving to the east. That's well east of us. The other one that's generating the weather that we're getting right now is over Iowa. And that particular high pressure system is a very large one, as witnessed by the barometric pressure at 30.50. It's pushing some cold air, not only across your front yard and backyard, but all the way down through Michigan, through Indiana, through Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, all the way down to Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and everywhere in between. And as we go through the remainder of the day today, that cold air is going to continue to move in a southeasterly direction. So it's coming from the northwest, going southeast. It's going to be affecting the weather all the way down into the Carolinas and Georgia, to the extent that where some of you like to do a little golfing down in Myrtle Beach. They haven't brought the shanties out on Myrtle Beach yet, but it is going to be cold enough to make you think that you could have a nice shanty out down there, maybe on some of the few inland lakes, because it is going to get downright cold. Now, how cold? Well, kind of just think about this for a minute. Yesterday, the high temperature in Omaha, Nebraska was 62 degrees. This morning, it was 30. And it's not going any higher. It's going to continue to drop. Mobile, Atlanta, Georgia, 62 degrees. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be 30 there. Mobile, Alabama, for those of you that know geography, that's right on the Gulf. There's a place just to the east of Mobile, between there and Sarasota, not Sarasota, but Pensacola, Florida, where a lot of folks like to go because of the beaches down there. 67 was the high yesterday in Mobile. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be 24 in Mobile, Alabama. Birmingham, Alabama, it was 68. Tomorrow morning, 21. New Orleans, 73 was their high. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be 29 degrees in New Orleans. Charleston, South Carolina, it'll be 33. Raleigh, North Carolina, it was 60 yesterday. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be 16. Jacksonville, over in Arkansas, 73 was their high. Tomorrow morning, 17 degrees there. Tomorrow morning, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it'll be 2 below. Washington, D.C., 8. Philadelphia, 6. New York City, 3 degrees. And tomorrow morning in Boston, Massachusetts, it'll be 4 below zero. That just gives you an idea of how widespread this cold air is. And then on top of all that, snow in Virginia, the eastern part of both North and South Carolina. The low pressure system causing all of that is moving through the southeastern part of the continental United States. It's going to be moving out into the Atlantic and not really advancing all that much to the north, because of that high pressure system, which is currently over Iowa. It's going to settle down into and around Tennessee, I think, is probably the safest bet there. Incidentally, Nashville and Knoxville, Tennessee, tomorrow morning, it's going to be 11 degrees there for those folks. What are we going to be looking at here? A few clouds around, which is what we're looking at right now. We'll see a little bit more in the way of sun as we go through the afternoon. Maybe we'll squeeze another degree or two out, but I got a funny feeling we're about as warm as we're going to get. Our overnight low was 18, and our temperatures held pretty steady all morning long. Tonight, with partly cloudy skies, we're going to drop down to 6. Sun will set this evening at 5:32, rise tomorrow morning at 8:03. Tomorrow, a lot more in the way of sun. 22 is going to be our high. High pressure system will be right directly over Michigan tomorrow. So we're not anticipating much of a breeze of any kind. We'll have eventually, as we go through the day, a southwest breeze, and that'll be up to about 10, 12, 15 miles per hour by tomorrow night. Our low tomorrow night will be 9. Then on Saturday, a little bit warmer, 26 for a high, 13 for a low. Later on Saturday, as we go into the afternoon, snow shower activity is going to move in. We'll see some snow showers around until before midnight on Saturday night. Then it'll just be plain old cloudy. 13 is going to be our low on Saturday night. Sunday, clouds, 24, 25 degrees, 8 with partly cloudy skies on Sunday night. And then a little bit bigger system is going to be moving in. This one, it appears right now, the low pressure system is going to loop just under Michigan, which puts us on the cold side of it. But there's quite a bit of moisture that low is going to be generating and pushing up into our area. So there will be a pretty good chance of seeing some snow, possibly some measurable amounts of snow on Monday. 25 will be our high, 16 will be our low. Then we go back into the refrigerator as we go through the day on Tuesday. 22 for a high, 2 for a low on Tuesday night. Some of you will be below zero. Wednesday, 16 is our high, 4 below zero is our projected low temperature for Wednesday night. And that below average temperature trend will continue all the way through the 2nd of February. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Rick Hollister standing by over at the Andersons to give us the latest there. But before we do all of that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Whether you've got an Alice Chalmers, a Case, a Cockshut, a Ford, an International, a John Deere, a Massey, a Minneapolis Moline, an Oliver, the folks at Steiner Tractor keep a warehouse stocked with new parts for old tractors, tune-up kits, electrical components, carburetors, rebuild kits, manifolds, mufflers, sheet metal, lights, rims, steering wheels. You get the idea. They've got it. For more information, just give them a call, 800-234-3280, or go to their website, steinertractor.com. They understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. We say good morning to Rick Hollister. Rick, kind of interesting last couple of days of trading. We were looking at a report that came out, and you were talking about it on Tuesday. Then a crush report came out yesterday and sent soybeans through the roof on some of the contracts. What's going on today?
Yeah, we are continuing, Terry, to respond to the energy markets, also the outside markets. The crude oil, gasoline markets are all have turned higher again today. We're up sharply yesterday. This week's a big up move in the energies altogether. So soybean oil is going with it. Soybean oil is quite a bit higher again today. that has soybeans up 35 at the moment on the day, and really pushing into new highs for these March futures that we're watching. Since we've came through harvest, this is as good as we've been. So a lot of still worried about inflation fears. Fund traders, investors still buying into the commodities, crude oil and soybeans as inflationary hedges, Terry. So corn and wheat started lower. We've brought them back to corn being up a penny or two right now. Wheat is still down a penny or two, but we're trying to bring the wheat back to the plus side as well. But it's all about the energies and soybean oil today. Malaysian palm oil, which is the most widely traded vegetable oil in the world, is trading at all-time highs here this week. Again today, making new highs. Just the idea that the vegetable oil demand is really on the rise, and production threats. That potentially we have some flooding in Indonesia if they continue to get heavy rains in that area where they produce the Malaysian palm oil. But demand for vegetable oils around the world still is good, and more people talking about using more of our vegetable oil supply around the world to make diesel fuel. So that continues to bring investors in, not only for inflation, but for the potential that vegetable oil shortages, caused by the increase in demand. This Russian-Ukraine potential conflict, Terry, along the border, also is underlying, uncertainty that could interrupt wheat, especially food supplies, but especially wheat in that area. And we still see people reducing the South American corn and soybean crop potential there too. So lots of positives to talk about for our markets, and we've got, like I said, soybeans into new highs and approaching these March futures, approaching the all-time highs that this March has traded. Not all-time soybean highs, but the highs that this March futures has traded clear back last summer. Now we're close.
Not a bad idea for some guys to take advantage of some of these prices.
Yeah, I think on the old crop, it's time to get moving on some cleanup, and I like getting started on the new crop too. I don't want to get all covered up necessarily, but I think it's a place to really get started, especially since a lot of guys, Terry, here have gotten their inputs locked down, albeit at much higher prices. But the inputs for spring, if we're getting those nailed down, we've just got to get started on doing some marketing here with December 22 corn futures at 565. That'll produce a cash price at any elevator here in Central Michigan above $5. $5.15, $5.20 in that neighborhood. So soybeans as well at $13.20. So we're just shy of the $13 cash mark here in Central Michigan for new crop delivery too. So place to get started. Yes, sir.
So right now on the board, what's the latest?
Oh, yeah. Let me get, let's see. I'm not clicked over there. We'll get there in a second. Maybe. Oh, gosh. Darn, I didn't have that pulled up here.
Okay.
I forgot.
All right. No, not a problem. By the sounds of it, though, it's like we've been talking. You definitely want to get a hold of the folks that you normally do some trading with, and
yes,
and lock something in. Don't totally cover yourself, because you want some flexibility, but knowing what you know about input costs, it's really important that you start marketing some of this product.
Here's the hemlock prices. Corn for January at 568. New crop for fall delivery at 516. Old crop soybeans at 1381. New crop at 1269. Old crop red wheat 741. New crop at 742 now. So that has closed up together. Old crop to new crop spread. White wheat at 741 as well. The new crop white wheat for the summer delivery at 747.
All right. Have a good one.
Very good. You have a good day.
I will. Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. More Let's take a look and see what's going on in Chicago with Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. The market report brought to you by the Frankenmuth Credit Union. They do have lines of credit, equipment loans, financing for purchasing land, credit cards, and more. Find out how they can help you by going to frankenmuthcu.org. And by the folks at Foster Blue Water Oil, where they want to take your diesel fuel to another level with Diesel Guard Supreme Plus from ValveTech Petroleum. You're going to get it all with that product. Your diesel engine will work so much more efficiently. You've really got to try it and find out how it works for you. Just get a hold of your Foster Blue Water representative or go online, Foster Blue Water Oil, and ask about Diesel Guard Supreme Plus from ValveTech Petroleum. Doug Klein, what's going on?
Well, it looks like the big loser today is natural gas. Obviously, the traders did not walk outside and say, man, it's cold out here. We should buy some natural gas to heat our houses. But anyway, they're selling down 5.25% today. So obviously, that's a volatile commodity, but still 5% in one day. That's wild. So the big winner, obviously, is soybeans, 2.5% higher there. Speculative money is really swinging that one. Once they get them in the corner like that, they can make them jump leaps and bounds. Silver, platinum, and copper all up 1.5 to 1.75%. Gold's kind of just sitting there. I don't know. I guess it's just not in play today. So here's your numbers. The March corn is 613.5, up 3 cents. December corn 565.75, up a penny. March soybeans 1427.25, up 36. The July soybeans 1441, up 34.5. That's a new high. The March wheat is 794.25. That's down 1.75. And then the December wheat is 787.75, down 3 cents. Crude oil did not hit a new high today, but it's 87.05, high enough, up $1.25. The heating oil is 264.89. That's up a penny and a quarter. And the gasoline is 248.79. That's up 2.5 cents. Natural gas 364.60. That's down 20 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you $1.2468 at the border. That's down 45 ticks. The yen is at 114.07, down 25 ticks. The euro is at 113.33, down 8 ticks. The dollar's at 95.54. That's up 3 ticks. Gold's at $1839.80, down $3.40. Silver's at $24.58, up 35 cents. Platinum's at $10.45.30. That's up $17.
Oh, 2 days in a row.
Yeah, thin market. Put some weight behind it and make her go.
Make her go.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, you take care. Have a good one.
You too. Yep.
Doug Klein at Oppenheimer. We'll be right back.
Thumb Bank and Trust offers community farmers the welcome opportunity of working with people who understand the unique needs and challenges of farming. I'm Jared Fisher, Ag Specialist for Thumb Bank and Trust, and I'm also a proud farmer. All of our agricultural loan experts are working farmers, and that's just part of why Thumb Bank and Trust has been recognized as one of Michigan's premier agricultural lenders. It takes a farmer to understand the unique needs and challenges of another farmer, and it takes the lending capital available at Thumb Bank and Trust to grow a farm. Call us today or visit us at thumb.bank. We will meet you at one of our offices, in the field, or at the farm. At Thumb Bank and Trust, our relationships are built on trust. We're an old friend you can rely on. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work. An equal opportunity lender and member FDIC.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Along with me, Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Craig, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Terry. We're doing all right. How about you?
Hey, I'm trying to stay warm. And I'm telling you, some folks out there, they're trying to stay warm as well. And I hope they're doing it safely.
Yes, exactly. We hope the same, Terry. Today is a cold one. Sounds like we've got even colder weather coming in next week. Seems like it's always cold for the crop summit. I'm not sure how that works, but that seems to be the case. But we're probably going to have folks running portable heaters, water heaters for the livestock. Whether they could be out in the barns, maybe they're running the heater in the shed, maybe even in the house, and just it seems like common sense, but just make sure they're working properly. If you're using extension cords, make sure they're in good condition and heavy enough for the load, and just check on them. Don't turn them on and forget them. We always end up with problems this time of year because of those items.
I know some folks really like those strips where you can plug about 5 things in them. And unfortunately, sometimes from what I understand, if you plug a couple of those heaters into that strip, you will pop the strip.
Oh, I'm sure. Those heating elements draw an awful lot of power, and hopefully, if they do overload the power strip, it does trip the circuit breaker. We've seen a few where they have not tripped, and then that's where the problem has started, and it's only gotten worse from there.
So you got to have a little bit stronger power cord going into the strip to start with, but yeah, a lot of those strips, they won't hold very much weight, so to speak, when it comes to electrical draw. And you could have a real problem there.
Yeah, if you can avoid using those, that's the best case scenario, just because they're not usually designed to handle that kind of current draw going through them.
All right. Craig Voorhees, always good to talk. Have a good one, all right?
Thanks, Terry. You as well.
I will. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Over to Bay Landscaping and Garden Center we go right now. Jerry Samolsky. Jerry, good morning. How are you?
Good, Terry. Wonderful.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the plants that you've been working with and have been working with, especially over the last 24 hours. Are folks getting ready? Are they anxious for spring?
Terry, last night was the annuals event. We've talked about that last couple of days, and you can just hear the excitement and feel it in the air. People like flowers. They like planting. It's fun to be around them. It's fun to talk about them, and start planning now on everything you're going to do next year in your garden. If there's something new or something different you want to try, start thinking now. They'll be much further ahead of the game when time comes to start either purchasing things or making decisions. They'll be done. It's just now a matter of getting out and getting them and bringing them home and putting them in the ground. So again, now it's time to plan. And even though the winter isn't really drug on yet, another month from now you're going to be going, oh my gosh, let's go. But so now start thinking now. Take your time, get your information, get online, and start looking at your resources and finding out what you want to do. Planning ahead. If you're going to have a project, you need a landscape contractor involved. Start calling now. We, in the first week of January, received 4 new calls on projects, and that's just unheard of. So people are, if you think you want to be first in line, you already aren't. So, get going, get busy, start planning. It's really what has to happen this time of year.
Jerry, thanks a lot. You take care. Have a great day, okay?
You betcha.
Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville.
Well, finally, 2021 is over. Computer chips are plentiful and store shelves are full again. Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick Ambassador, and unfortunately, absolutely none of that is true. But for car and truck buyers, here is some good news. At the Cook GM Superstore, even though the lot is still pretty empty, we now have 178 Chevrolets and Buicks, including pickups, Blazers, and finally even Equinoxes, coming in over the next few weeks, some as early as this very week. And we invite you to call or stop out to reserve the vehicle of your choice. You'll find Silverado 4x4 crew cabs starting at $299 a month and Chevy Blazers as low as $245. Who knows? The Chevy of your dreams may be arriving at this very moment. Get out today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15, Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. 10,000 miles per year and includes all rebates. $28.44 on Blazer, $28.89 on Silverado due at signing. Call toll free or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Along with me from Baird & Company, I have David Anderson. David, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Terry. I'm doing well.
What's going on in New York?
Well, unlike the thermometer outside, we have seen a bit of a reversal. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 395 points at 35,423, volume of 337 million shares. We've got the Nasdaq up 257 points, 14,598, volume of 399 million shares. Got the S&P up 59 points at 4592. Locally, Deere is up 293, 378.83. CMS Energy up 70 cents at 64.14. Dow down 33 cents at 59.51. DuPont down 48 cents at 81.10. Corteva up 67 cents at 47.89. Caterpillar down 57 cents at 221.09. Huntington Bank up 6 cents at 17.17. Independent Bank up 13 cents at 25.24. Home Depot up 18 cents at 359.87. Walmart down 34 cents at 143.59. GM up 62 cents at 56.86. Ford up 2 pennies at 22.48, and Trinzio was down 18 cents at 57.56.
David, thank you very much. You have a good day, okay?
Thank you. You as well.
I will. David Anderson over at Baird & Company. Farm Service been brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, where they want you to be prepared. Take advantage of the good things. Protect yourself against the bad. Work with the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, because before you know it, crop insurance deadline will be here. They are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office in Reese, 989-868-4722. Farm Service been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Showroom and Design Center Studios,
this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original